We are live, India versus Afghanistan in exactly an hour from now in Guwahati. After that draw in Abha City in Saudi Arabia, all of us expect a better result tonight. A win will set it up for India. Joining us, a very, very special guest. But first, my colleague Rohan Chaudhary here in the studio. We've got Rahul Giri and Snehashish Mukherjee. So we've got Snehashish and Rahul joining us from Guwahati. And here you go. Sandesh jhingan joining us live for the special preview of Building Up. Brother, we miss you in Guwahati. First things first. We miss you badly in Guwahati. You are the lion of the Indian team, as Igor Stimac says, our favorite, our rock star. But this is not a show about your injury. Your thoughts, some words for your teammates who are going to fight it out tonight in Guwahati. Sandesh jhingan.
Firstly, good evening, everyone, and thank you for such a warm introduction. I wish I was there in Guwahati, but I hope they don't miss me today. And the message I wanted to give them, I gave that message the boys in the chat which we have, and I think it's a batch.
संदेश भाई आपका साउंड थोड़ा लो आ रहा था एक बार रिपीट कर सकते हो
What can I do? You can hear me properly or no? I'm not wearing headphones here. That's okay.
संदेश भाई आपके लिए क्वेश्चन है कैप्टन का आज 150th मैच है सो वो एक्सपेक्टेशंस तो बहुत ही है फैंस के ऊपर एंड पिछले 5 मैच में गोल्स का भी एक प्रॉब्लम दिखाई दे रहा है टीम में सो हाउ डू फील कि कैप्टन ये प्रेशर को कैसे डील करेंगे एंड दिस 150th मैच का टैग उनके दिमाग में होगा कि नहीं
संदेश थोड़ा सा सैड कर देता हूं आई मीन 150 कैप्स फॉर द नेशनल टीम आपने उनके साथ ड्रेसिंग रूम शेयर किया यू बीन पार्ट ऑफ द सेम स्टोरी एंड ही टेल्स मी दैट यू आर वन ऑफ द I mean, when he looks back and he has to pass over the baton to someone, it's you. So when you look at Sunil Chhetri, tell me what Sunil Chhetri means to you and the 150th match.
I think first, congratulations to Sunil Bhai. I sent a message to him in the morning. Congratulations. And what he means to me, footballers all over India. I think probably this independent, in my opinion, belongs to Sunil Shetty. For some, it will be Janelle Singh, who saw the great Janelle Singh in his time. For some, it would be Chinu Goswami. For some, PK Banerjee, whoever saw their legend in their time. For me, for my friends, when we were growing up, Sunil Bhai is and will always be our legend. So I think this century of Indian football, I think, belongs to him because he's been our legend. And I said, for everyone, there'll be a different legend and different guy, but for us, it's Sunil Shetty, and many of us have seen him. And congratulations to him, and I'm pretty sure he'll score a goal tonight as well.
So, you know, Sandesh, just to sort of pause there for a second, we've got Rahul and Snehashish joining us from Guwahati from the stadium. Are they there? Rahul and Snehashish, they were there. They just, we lost the link. What does it matter? Sandesh, when you play a match like this, you are on the cusp of a World Cup third round. Fingers crossed, you will be there in June in Calcutta when we play Kuwait. What is the mood like? What do you all talk about? I mean, that we have to beat Afghanistan, yes, we know. But what is the mentality? If you can give us a sense about the kind of pride in the team, just give us a sense of that.
I think it's good for the country and for everyone to feel the weight of a game when you go into it. But as an athlete, you cannot put so much thoughts into the occasion. And I know sounds strange, but when we go to games like this, we always just another 90 minutes and we have to perform to our full potential. So it's a very fine saying, you play the game, you don't play the occasion. So that's how you enter the game. That's how you show the best yourself without letting anything influence you. And then when you play at your home, when you have such great support, one great coach told me, let the crowd give you wings. So you get on the momentum and to the country. I don't know if you get heard or not because I don't have headphones. So,
Sandesh bhai, when whichever player you ask, they always Uh, can you hear me?
I can't hear you, mate. What you said, whichever teams plays in Guwahati,
Sandesh bhai, can't you hear me?
I can
Can you
hear
hear
you.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Sandesh, can you hear me? Give us a thumbs up.
Yeah, I can hear
Yeah, he can. So he can. Okay. So before I go to you, Sandesh, Rahul is there and Snehashish is there from Guwahati. Rahul, Snehashish, give us a sense. Give us a sense of what is the atmosphere like. Sandesh jhingan should have been there in Guwahati. That's something that we are missing. But give us a sense of the atmosphere. Rahul and Snehashish. Rahul, you first.
Oriada, first of all, I have no words to describe because the first time, I am in live show with such a legend like Sandesh Bhai. So, thank you for giving this opportunity to be here alongside Sandesh Jhingan. But now, yeah, talking about the scenes here, the atmosphere is just electrifying. 3 hours ago, it was totally a barren land here. We are hardly expecting that it will be full house, but just after 3 hours, everything changed. The Blue Pilgrims, the Highlanders, the local fans all started gathering, and now here the atmosphere is just electric, exactly the way Igor's team as Sunil Chetri wanted. And now we are all just waiting for that Sunil Chetri and his boys pay these fans back with a memorable victory.
Snehashish, your thoughts before I go back to Sandesh.
Yes, absolutely. It is a cracking atmosphere here, and as Rahul said, that the crowd is getting bigger and louder every time past here, and the crowd is ready to cheer for Team India as it is a big game for Team India, and it is a special occasion for Sunil Chetri. So the fans are ready to cheer, and hopefully India can get 3 points. And I am very happy to see Sandesh Bhai. Hopefully he comes back very soon, as everyone is missing here him very badly.
Fantastic atmosphere, we can see. But Sandesh bhai, coming to you, I want to know from you that yesterday रात को आपके साथ टीम का कुछ बातचीत हुआ कि नहीं, कैप्टन से बात हुआ कि नहीं, कोच से बात हुआ कि नहीं? How is the mood in the team that will be playing today?
The mood is always good, and not that I spoke to them. It's just we're constantly chatting in the group. Just 2 hours ago, I to Sunil, that's normal chat, and it's not specific. I have to enter into it or say something. It's never like that. We have a culture of the team, and it's never that someone has to force to say something. We talk normally after the game when we were in Saudi, we were chatting with the boys, and the motivation is there because we know we played pretty well. One could have, got the 3 points, but that's football. I'm sure today we will win the game. I'm counting on the boys, confident
So
that we'll get.
Sandesh, tell me something. How much of this is mental? Because clearly, in terms of skill, if I think the Indian football team is better than Afghanistan. Yes, there are some players who play in relatively lower divisions of Europe. But if I take, even in the last match in Abha City, we had many chances, including Subhashish's chance. We are better than Afghanistan. How much of it is pressure? The pressure of qualifying for the third round, pressure of home fans, pressure of expectation. How much of it is mental and how much of it is talent in a situation?
I think if there would be no expectation from all of you for us going to the third round, I'll be more pissed and I'll be more upset that why there is no expectations means you expect to us. So if there is expectations, if there is pressure, means people you can be team. Everyone enjoys this pressure. And for the past 10 years from where we started, at my time, 173, 175, there was a time when there was no expectation, there was no pressure to do anything. But we kept on doing the good things. We have won the national
Interesting
team.
to know that interesting to know you are saying that people enjoy this pressure. But मुझे आप ये बताओ, आज 7 बजे से 9 बजे आप क्या करोगे? How many of your nails will be left? How many of your what will happen at home? Is anyone allowed to speak to you? Will you have this smile when you watch the match? What is going to be going through Sandesh Jhingan's mind? Very good to see how we will take this pressure. But what are you going to do for the next 2 hours?
Of course, I wish to break a wall with my. If I had the chance to take out my frustration of not being on the pitch right now, but that's life. I can't change it. So now I'm going to a different role. I will support my country in whichever way I can. So now I'm at home. So I'm support for them, cheer for them. That's my duty now. And I'm just gonna watch the game. And I have my daughter here with me. Support the whole country. Won't nail by the game and take off from there.
Fantastic words from you, Sandesh. Rahul, coming to you, you have said that so many visuals of the fans, blue pilgrims, everyone. So, what are the fans saying? You have been there since morning. We have seen visuals, fans purchasing the jerseys. So, what are the fans saying, and how are they looking forward to this game? Because this is an all-important game. After this match, we have Kuwait, which is relatively a tougher game. So, how are the fans preparing to back the team?
Can you repeat once? Can you repeat? Just can you repeat it? Can you?
I'm asking that you have sent us visuals of fans purchasing jerseys and shouting and cheering. The Blue Pilgrims are
Yes, yes,
there.
I got
So,
it. I
how are
got
the
it.
fans
Actually,
looking forward to this game, and how are they planning to back the team in this important match?
again, it's after a long wait. Finally, Guwahati got an opportunity to witness such an important game between India and Afghanistan, because last time India played, it was in 2019 against Oman, and that was an impressive performance for India. But unfortunately, the match didn't went in favor of India. It was a 2-1 defeat. So again, it's after a long time, Guwahati got an opportunity to host India versus Afghanistan, and it's a like a holy gift for the people of Guwahati. We have talked to all the fans, and they are really excited to witness Sunil Chetri and the other superstar of Indian football team live in front of them, and especially after a long time. And also Assam, if you see Guwahati, especially even during the Northeast game, also you hardly see crowd during Northeast game. So I think it's also, it will help Assam Football Association as well to again get back the attraction of the fans and all. So I think this match gonna help Assam football a lot to again bring the football favor back in Assam.
Lovely, Rahul. Lovely to see the visuals. Lovely to hear the atmosphere. And we are sure that the fans will back the Blues. But Sandesh bhai, coming to you, I want to ask one thing, and it has always been an area of interest for me. Uh, Ahead of such a big pressure game, are there any superstitions that the players follow? Because we have always heard many superstitions of the players, but are there any superstition in the team going ahead in such a high voltage match?
Basically, he's asking something. Will you step the left foot forward? Is there a jersey that you will particularly wear? Is there anything like that you will tell us today?
There is, if you do some different on a match day, which you haven't done every day, you're bound to lose because you're not focused. So what you do every day is what you do on a match day. I think that's the way forward. Some call it superstition. I like to call it a discipline, a tradition which you follow. Like I have before every game, I call my mom. It's not superstition, it's just a discipline which I do it every time. And there is nothing you do different in a big match day, because if you're doing that, then you're not relying on your hard work, you're not relying on the system, you're not relying on the togetherness of the team. It means you're afraid. If when you are not afraid, you just go there like 11
आप हमारे
strong
लिए
men.
एक काम कर दो भाई, एक काम कर दो, दूसरा एक रूम में चले जाना और अम्मी को जरूर फोन कर लेना. Please go to a different room and call your mother because mentally you are there. So 100% go to a different room and 5 minutes to 7 make a call to your mother. Do not forget to do that. That
I
is
have
something
to
you must do.
the
Okay. On that note, let me go to Snehashish. Snehashish, to say back the Blues, you're actually there being part of the action to the national team. I don't know where Snehashish has disappeared. He clearly has disappeared to be a part of the family. He's there, he's listening. So Snehashish, you give me a sense. How excited are you? And yesterday you were there at the press conference. What was the body language of the captain and the coach?
Yes, absolutely. Yesterday we are present at a press conference. As we told earlier also that they looked both very focused, and not only them, in the training session also all the players also looked very focused, because everyone knows the importance of this game, because a win here will help India to get closer to that historical mark, to get qualified for the third round, which has never happened in the history of Indian football. So a win here and then a draw against Kuwait or Qatar might ensure our position in the in the next round, third round. So I think that everyone knows, and that has made everyone very focused. In the training session, also everyone was going through the training drills and everything, but everyone was focused. In contrast, what have we said that in Afghanistan they were very relaxing mode, but in India everyone looked very focused as they are determined to take 3 points from this game.
Fantastic visuals again from Guwahati. Sandesh, coming to you, as Boria at the start of the show was telling you were the pillar of the team, but unfortunately you were not there. But did you give any tips to the defenders playing today? Any tips from your side that went to the defenders playing today?
I don't have to. I think coach is the one who manages everything, and for sure he has done everything perfectly there. And it's never like we go on and give tips and all that to our fellow, teammates. It's just we stay in touch and we just talk about the game, and the game is over. But it's nothing specific. Everyone is a professional. Everyone is doing great, and they're part of the national team. And I'm so very confident. Whatever needs to be, our coach Igor Stimac must have relayed the information and the system, and you just got to trust that. And I'm just being in the chat which we have in the national team. I'm just being there to, wish them good luck and just be there. So nothing special from me there, because I know they'll do the job regardless.
My brother, last question. I have promised you I will not ask you about your injury, and I will not. I will not ask you about anything about yourself. Just tell us one thing. June, are we seeing Sandesh jhingan in Calcutta against Kuwait, yes or no? You don't need to give me a date. Just tell me that. You are in June with the national team in Calcutta against Kuwait, fingers crossed. Are you confident? Itna batao.
I think we as humans don't have that foresight to tell the future. Everything depends in God's hands, and if the God wills it, I'll be there. If the God doesn't will it, regardless, we will be in the third round. That's it. That was very diplomatic from me. That's it is.
आपने डिप्लोमेटिक आंसर दे दिया, पॉलिटिशियन संदेश झिंगन जैसा आंसर दे दिया. चलो वो भी चले. We will ensure that all of us, the collective power of the Indian national football fan, will get the line back. Thank you very, very much, Sandesh jhingan, for joining us. Absolute privilege and pleasure to have you with us. Love you, bro, and all the best for a speedy recovery. Thank you very much.
Let's win together. Thank you. Bye.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Rahul, now tell us, it was delightful to have Sandesh with us, but give us a sense. Are the fans tense? Are the fans confident? Are the fans what? You have sent us some brilliant visuals of the fans. Give us a sense.
No, I think the fans are not at all tense. If someone is tense, I think the players of the Indian team, last training session on the match day eve, we have all seen that how tensed, how focused the players were. Even Igor Stimac was, fully focused on the team's training and in tonight's game. But on the contrasting, the Afghanistan team was so relaxed and chill. But for fans, it's like a festival. Yesterday it was Holi. They have celebrated. I think tonight, they are going to celebrate India's win, and they have came fully prepared. Even there are fans from Highlander Brigade. There are fans, I think, from distant places in Assam. From every district of Assam.
Rahul,
Fans have came.
Let me stop you there, Rahul. Let me stop you there. The starting 11: Gurpreet Singh Sandhu, Rahul Bheke, Subhashish Bose, Anwar Ali, Jitsan Singh, Manveer Singh, Brendan Fernandez. So the change comes in, as was predicted by Rahul and Snehashish. Brendan Fernandez in the starting 11. Liston Kolako, Sunil Chatri, Raite, and Nikhil Pujari. Rahul, first thoughts from you and Snehashish before I go on. Rahul, you go first.
I think Brendan Fernandez starting in the playing 11, it was very much needed, because in the last game, Igor Stimac gave opportunity to Vikram Pratap Singh. Obviously, it was great to see youngster featuring in the playing 11, but at the same time, we didn't see that Vikram Pratap was playing for Mumbai City FC. In the first game, he was a bit tensed, not at all at his best. He looked a bit off color. So I think for playing, Brendan Fernandez playing in the from the start, that means the team will look a bit composed than the last game in the midfield. I think Brendan Fernandez is the kind of player who will be the key player, in taking set pieces in corner, and as well as he has that capability to find the pockets in the from the midfield, and also to make that transition better between the midfield region and the attacking region. I think Brendan Fernandes will have a major role to play, and in the second half, without any doubt, I think that Vikram Pratap Singh will come as a substitute, and obviously Igor Stimac will inject him as a fresh leg, to again increase the level of attack to put Afghanistan in on pressure.
There's a comment which says India দ্বারা কিছু হবে না। যদি মহাত্মা গান্ধী এই কথাটা বলতেন আজকে ইন্ডিপেন্ডেন্স আসতো না। যদি সুভাষ বোস এই কথাটা বলতেন তাহলে আজকে ব্রিটিশ রুল শেষ হতো না। যদি আজকে ভারতীয় ক্রিকেট দল কপিল দেবের আন্ডারে এটা বলতো তাহলে বিশ্বকাপ আসতো না। যদি নীরজ চোপড়া এই কথাটা বলতেন তাহলে অলিম্পিক গোল্ড আসতো না। যদি আপনি আর আমি এই কথাটা বলতে শুরু করি, দয়া করে শোটা দেখবেন, কারণ এই শোটা ভারতীয় ফুটবল দলকে সাপোর্ট করার শো। এই শোটা পজিটিভিটির শো, এই শোটা অপটিমিজমের শো। সন্দেশ ঝিঙ্গানের মতন লোকে এই শোতে আসেন কারণ তারা জানেন আমরা ইন্ডিয়ান ফুটবল টিমকে সাপোর্ট করছি। আপনার যদি মনে হয় এটা ইউজলেস, আপনার অনেক অন্য সময় আছে, অন্য কাজ আছে, আপনি গান শুনুন, নাচ করুন, খাওয়া দাওয়া করুন, রান্না করুন, বাসন মাজুন, বাড়িতে কাজ ভাঙুন, যা ইচ্ছে করুন, শোটা দেখবেন। স্নেহাশী is coming to you. This is a team which has a change, and it could well be that he also gets Suresh into the 11. It could well be that he brings in another couple of changes, Igor Stimac. Your thoughts on the starting 11?
Yes, absolutely. As we have already told yesterday after the training session, that Brendan Fernandes could get a chance in the playing 11, and it turns out to be right. And it was evident in a training session because coaches were, spending time with him, and he was also, having intense training session along with Sunil Chhetri and others. So it's good to see him back in the playing 11 because, as Rahul said, in the absence of Sahal Abdul Samad, he is the perfect player for to play in the number 10 position. And and today Vikram Pratap Singh is not starting, so Sunil Chhetri back in the forward position. And as we all know that in all milestone game, Sunil Chhetri scores. So when he is starting again at the forward position, we all hope that in this 150th game he scores again, and hopefully that goal help India to gather three important 3 points in this World Cup fixture. And hopefully, and in the second half also, I think Yoshnat will definitely come with fresh legs, as he mentioned in the press conference, with Mahesh Naram and Vikram Pratap Singh in the bench. So let's see how the team performs in the field.
Okay, Rahul, coming to you, on the change, Vikram Pratap Singh got the chance in the first game, and then today Brendan Fernandes comes in. Do you see Vikram or Naram Mahesh coming in early in the second half? Because talking about the last few matches, we haven't seen a 90 minutes playing the Sunil Chhetri. So do you see Vikram or Mahesh coming in early in the second half? What are your thoughts?
It will totally depend on the result of the game. If India can manage at least a 1-0 lead or 2-0 lead, I don't think Igor Stimac will bring them early in the second half. But if India fails to get early lead in the first half, I think then obviously before 60 minutes, Igor Stimac will have to bring Vikram Pratap, then Mahesh Naram. But I'm a bit stunned. I expected that Mahesh Naram to start in place of Manbir, because after scoring a goal against Kuwait, Manbir also looked a bit off color, in last few games in Asian Cup as well. So I expected that Igor Stimac will use the pace of both Changte and Mahesh Naram in the wings to, stun the Afghanistan defense. But it's okay. The coach is again relying on Manbir Singh. Obviously, why not? He has been in outstanding form in ISL. Maybe he is not in his best form in the national team, but in ISL he has been doing his job greatly. So that's why again he's relying on Manbir. It's okay. I think Manbir is also capable of delivering pinpoint crosses, and also he takes a lot of load down the flanks. But obviously, as you said, as I told you, that if the result, if India is not leading in the first half, then obviously I think coach will use them early in the second half. But before going to the next question, I would like to tell Boriada that a few minutes ago, one coach commented that India darai kichu hobe na. I would just like to point out one thing. Just behind me, there is one Performex shop where they are selling Indian jerseys for 2,400 rupees, and just see the in front of the shop. That means the support is constant from the fans.
Wow, 2,400 rupees for Indian jerseys. Wow. Wow, Rahul, just win and Ratriwala today, you must have good chola kiya. You must have the chili. You must give Snehashi that chili before you leave Assam. And that chili is for every abuser, every troll, everybody who doubts India, that chili is for that person. Because we are a team which will believe, we are a team which will bleed blue and stay with the Tigers. Whether it is today, whether it is the match against Kuwait. That's what it is all about. But I'm delighted that India jerseys are getting sold. Only hopefully it is official merchandise and not pirated.
1,400 rupees is official.
Ah, fantastic.
So, Bureta, coming to you, one question, the same question I asked Rahul, that it is now a tricky situation when to replace Sunil Chhetri. Because when the team is not at a 0-0 level, you don't want to replace your main striker, but also Sunil Chhetri is not at his 100%. So, you have to bring in a fresh player. But the fresh players, maybe Vikram Batta or Navadem Mahesh doesn't have that experience. So it's a tricky situation for the coach. So what are your thoughts on that situation?
I'll solve it. Sunil Chhetri scores in the first half, gives you a 2-0 lead. 150th game. Let's celebrate. I mean, come on. Where is the question of replacing coming? You have a 2-0 lead, you take that ball.
We have seen this situation.
Yeah, I mean, look, boss. Every match is a new game. And today, 150th game, goal number 94 will make it an absolute fairy tale for Rahul, Snehashish, and everyone who is buying that jersey for 2,400 rupees, right? So that's what the expectation is. The country deserves a gift on Holy Day. A country deserves color. Sunil Chhetri will make this evening colorful. I think we have 3 minutes. You are wearing a fluorescent orange, the Indian practice jersey.
No, it's the away jersey.
It's the away jersey. Trisha, who's our main producer, is also wearing that. Swapnil, stupid fellow, has decided to wear black. That is why we have decided not to bring him into the show today.
Even we have bought all.
Rohan, final thoughts. Are we winning? Hand on heart, I think we are.
As you pointed out, the jersey.
We have bought already. We have bought
I
already.
told you have 2 jerseys. Why did you give one to Swapnil here? Why have you given
We have
2
bought
jerseys? You are such a
We couldn't resist ourselves, from buying these dresses.
Swapnil will not let you go home. Rohan, answer.
Yes, absolutely. So about the jersey that you mentioned, this is an away jersey because the first match, the Damak match, I was wearing the home jersey. It not went fully in our way. So that's another superstition. But I think yes, India should win this match. Home support. I also think that Damak game, the 0-0, was a part of coach's strategy also because
They didn't want to lose.
yeah, because at that height, 3,000 meters high, if you give your full 100%, you might not be fully fit for this match. So this is a much easier match to win than that one.
Okay. Rahul, final thoughts before I close with Ashish.
Final thought.
Obviously, India.
You say.
Obviously, India are favored in this game, as pointed out by Ashley Westwood, and I think though India couldn't manage a win, but I think India have done an impressive job in Ava in Saudi Arabia because this Afghanistan team is totally different. Of course, 18 players have boycotted the national team. The coach have to work with the new players. And I think these players are bringing the energy that the Afghanistan team really need. I think they are, giving their hearts out every time they are taking on the pitch. So playing against this Afghanistan team is obviously a difficult job for Indian team. But I still think with the home support, I think the Indian team will manage at least a 1-0 or 2-0 victory tonight.
I think it's 2-0 victory.
Snehashi, Rahul says 2-0. Rohan says India should win. What about you?
Yeah, same. I am also have a feeling that a 2-0 win is on the way for India. But as Rahul mentioned, it will not be an easy because it is also their captain's Amidi's last match. So they will also, gift him as a good fighting show like a draw or a win against upset against India. So that will be a great gift for Amidi also to end his career. But in terms of when India playing in at home in front of this amazing crowd, India clearly favorites and hopefully they win 2-0 or 3-0 maybe.
Let me finish on this. People are saying 2-0. My colleagues are saying 2-0. All we want is bleed blue. 90 minutes of incredible football when you leave every iota of your energy on that pitch. And when you come out, you have zero petrol in your tank. Give it your all because this is where you belong. where you create history, you get one step closer to that third round of World Cup qualifiers. And for everyone in the stadium and everyone watching, this is your time to be an Indian football fan. Back that team. Back Chetney for his 94th goal. Back Stevac for his Sochi. Back Gurpreet and back the rest of the boys. Thank you very much for watching. You will have Rahul and Snehashish file their report at the end of the match from Guwahati. Till then, and this is a platform which is Optimum Sport. My brother here, when Leo Messi played for the first 5 minutes, he was in the washroom. I'll send him in the washroom and not let him watch the first 5 minutes. We'll do everything possible to win this game because that's what we want. An Indian win to celebrate Holi. Thank you very much for watching.